What up, YouTube? I'm Greg,
And I'm Jessica.
and we're the Soulmates. What's up, YouTube? Back with another one. My girlfriend got me putting together this storage that we don't have in the front closet of our condo. We got like a little fixer-upper, so I might as well do a video and show y'all how to put it together while I am. Of course, you need to start by cleaning out the closet. You don't need nothing in it. We did all our measurements, the width, the depth, the length, all that stuff beforehand. And then just went to Home Depot and they cut a lot of it up for us. We bought it back and hopefully it fits. It's going to be our first time fitting the stuff. So you see me doing the top shelf here. And that's just a 1x2 plyboard. You don't really need anything too heavy duty, but you don't want it to break when you put stuff on it. And I think I put a count of like 4 screws back there. You see me testing it right there to see that I didn't have enough in it. I think I started with 2, and I know I needed 4 along that back row. Yeah, that was a little more sturdy that time around. It's a good thing to put some sandpaper on it. I think that's 120 grit, maybe even 80 grit. Especially if you have kids or anything. You don't want any splinters. I might have got one before this, and they came up with that idea. So yeah, just make sure you use that sandpaper so you don't get any splinters. This is my first time right here trying out the divider, cause she wanted one side tall, so we could put mops or whatever, and then the other side with shelves. That stud finder, so you can find the wood behind it. That was like $15 to $20 at Home Depot, so it wasn't a bad investment. I use it a lot now. Of course, you want your shelves to be level, so those pieces of 1x2 that I have right there, you want them to be level, so when you put your shelves on them, you'll have stuff rolling down of them. Right here, I kind of just put the screw up to the 1x2 to see how far it would go into the wall, so that it'll go through the sheetrock and go through the stud behind it. Putting it in sheetrock only, I think that it'll be a little flimsy, if you want to say. If you put some heavy stuff on that shelf, the sheetrock can give, and we are in an older condo, so I'm not relying on that at all. So I made sure I put them in both corners. I found one in that far corner to the right, and then I found one in the middle of the closet here. So only 2 screws, one there and one here in the middle. And that was pretty much enough. It went into the wood, you could hear it. I started by actually doing pilot holes. That's when you take a drill bit and you drill through it first, and then you use the screw to go in. But that was kind of taking forever. So I kind of was just cautious with the rest of the shelves, and I went just straight ahead with the screw. Now you have to be, like I said, cautious about that though, because you can split that little 1x2, especially screwing at the end of it like that, and just aesthetically it won't look great. You see I have my little helper right there come help me out. This is definitely probably easier with 2 people, but I did most of it on my own. My girl did help me out a lot towards the end, as you'll see. So there, I mean, that's pretty easy. There goes your first shelf. I'm just putting it to see how it look. Showing my girl, this is basically what she's gonna get. Imagine more shelves. It's not bad, so. Basically, I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. I think she wanted 5 shelves. The top shelf was the smallest. The gap, I think, was 8 inches, and then the rest were 12. I think in the long run, she's going to use these like cubbies from Target to put in there, so it's just not stuff laying everywhere, which I thought was definitely a good job, a good idea. So yeah, I do this all the way down, 1x2s on each side of the wall. I level them out. I put the shelf there to make sure that it is level, and keep going from there. Yeah, here I'm showing you the end of those 1x2s. It's good to sand those also, because when you get them cut at Home Depot or Lowe's or with your own skill saw or whatever, they do have a lot of splinters on them. So doing that made the edges really, really smooth. Yep. So I was sanding down everything. I probably got a splinter if I can remember correctly. I definitely got a splinter. So here's my girl again. So I put that in there and put a level on it to level it up. But then I was like, dang, I need to do something else first. So we scratched that. I went with glue to glue the shelves down. I just felt like screws were overkill. And I don't have a nail gun yet, which would have been pretty cool to use. But glue, the wood glue, Gorilla Wood Glue would do you justice. So I do it to every shelf. And then I come and put them down in place. And you'll see me start putting stuff on the shelf. There's anything we had with some weight. If you got like 2-pound dumbbells or something like that, or anything with some weight like I am, I put it there just so the glue can adhere to the 1x2s. Yeah, so you kind of getting the full version now of what it's going to turn into. And she's liking it so far. Yep, so there are our shelves. So basically, you saw me take that divider, and I held it up to the shelves. I had her underline each where the shelf was under the 1x2, and then went there and just screwed them down. Brought them here, and they fit perfect. You put some glue on those, and it'll hold it up. You'll be good to go. Like, comment, subscribe. Give us some ideas, man, what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear. Be putting up some home improvement, We're gonna be putting out some relationship advice, some budgeting advice. We're gonna do it all, man. Stay tuned, soulmates.